I'm still not used to short hair. I will say it's so quick, like washing and drying my hair, and it's less products. So technically this is a very cheap to maintain hair. Hello, welcome. My name is Scarlett and I run a small business called AFRAYED Upcycling. I take secondhand textiles and make new things, but I also do tutorials, patterns and blah, 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 all good stuff like that. It is the 2nd of December and I'm trying to be a bit more prepared this year. I felt like last year I was very stressed trying to push gifts out, but this year I feel like I'm more planned, I'm more calm, and I'm ready to make Christmas presents. I have a few presents coming, so I've bought a bunch of stuff from small businesses which I hope to show you when they all come here. But I thought today I would go through the list of what I plan to make. I'm going to try really hard to get them done, filmed or not filmed. And also I thought we could maybe make a start on some Christmas present making. So cracking on with my list. I bought 3, oh they're falling, of these eco-friendly chapsticks from Battle Green. Comes with a lovely little note there. I thought for me and my friends, so I'm planning to make 4 of those little pouchy chapstick keyring things. In terms of fabrics, I went to the Knit and Stitch show last weekend and I picked up some gorgeous Japanese craft fabrics. Yes, I know they're not secondhand, but I really like them, and pretty much every other gift that I'll be making will be from secondhand textiles, but I really want to use these and I want to use them on my friends. Next, and I think I've mentioned this so many times, but my beetles, I'm pretty sure my sister, when I first started making them, I'm pretty sure my sister said she wanted one, and she is more of a goth gal. So I do plan to make a black gothy lacy beetle that kind of looks more like this, because I just think it looks more scary, which I think she would love. I've also got a bunch of small business gifts on their way for her, so again I'll show you that when it comes to it. Next, I want to make a bookmark for my best friend. It is her 30th and Christmas in the same month, so I would like to make her a bookmark, and I also want to make her a top. So my top that I made using the Adelphi pattern from, I think it's SA Sews. She loves the top, so many people love that top, I love that top, and I've decided to make her one in a purpley white cow print denim, but I do need to get bias binding for that, so that will come at a later date. Next, I really want to make my mum a makeup bag. My mum has got really into K-pop, so much so that she is currently learning Korean, wants to go to Korea in 2027, I think. I noticed when I went out shopping that there is actually a Korean makeup brand, so I've actually bought some Korean skincare for her, and I would like to make her a little makeup bag. And I'm thinking the collage scrappy bags that I do and the sort of cushion covers and things like that, I thought that as a makeup zipped pouch would be beautiful. And then finally, I don't think I've ever made anything for my partner, Danny. In my 10 years of knowing Danny, I don't think I've ever made him anything, and he picked out this tea towel, and I think I've shown it in another video. He picked this out ages ago. It's gorgeous. And we have had little battles of what to do with it. He wants it at the back. I thought it would be nice at the front, but I will do as he says and put this either on an existing jacket that he has, or try and fashion sort of like an overshirt and have this on the back, but we'll see. If I have time, I would love to make another Christmas gonk. They're so fun to make, but also they use up so many scraps. But I feel like because these beetle kits have been doing really well, my scraps are just going because they're being used for the bug guts and also like the body decoration of the bug. But all in all, they're actually really fun to make, and I think they're a really cheap and quick way of jazzing up a space. So we might have time to make one of those as well. Oh my god, there's so much. But I think that's everything. So let's crack on and start Christmas making. You will need keyring hardware, the lip balm obviously, and a fat quarter will probably make you 2 keyring cases. First I grabbed a piece of paper and put the lip balm and started to measure out how wide and how tall I wanted the keyring case to be. If you would like to make your own, I will put all of the measurements here. For the little pocket, I measured how far I wanted the lip balm to hang out, and then I doubled that pattern piece because we're going to fold it and then insert it. Once I had all of my pattern pieces, I cut them out, and then I just wanted to show you what that folded pocket does. So you just fold the pattern piece and then we will be top stitching along there. That will go on top to form the little pocket, and voila! Snug as a bug. I'm using a light to medium weight craft cotton, so this is a really good fabric for quilting and also for making keychain holder things. I love this fabric so much that I ended up making 5 because I am going to make one for my mum for her little makeup Korean skincare thing. If you're interested, the fabric came from Japan Crafts, which was at the Knit and Stitch show, so all the details can be found in the description in case you wanted to make your own. Once you have your pattern pieces, we're going to fold the pocket pattern piece in half, and then whilst we're at the iron, we're also going to fold the strap. It's a little fiddly and it's a bit like bias binding, so we're going to fold it in half and then enclose the raw edges like this. Then we're going to stitch the strap and we're going to top stitch along that folded edge on the pocket. Then we're going to place that pocket onto one of the main pieces, then right sides together, put the other main piece on top. Make a little mark at the top because we obviously don't want to sew around the whole thing. Then we're going to start stitching at one of the marks all the way around until you reach the other mark. Once you've done that, we're going to trim the edges, trim them corners because we want a nice crisp corner, and then turn the piece right sides out. I'm going to use this nifty tool to help me do this. It has like a square edge, which is really good for poking out those square corners. If you're interested, I will put all the details in the description. Give that a good press, and then with the strap, we're going to thread the keyring hole. Does that make sense? Then slot it into that little gap and then top stitch around the entire keychain rectangle. And just double check that it fits. A bit late to check that it fits, but it does. Ta-da! I am pretty chuffed with them. And they were really quick and easy to make. I kind of messed up on one of them. I think it's this one. Just because I initially made it wider. Because I thought the gap would be too small to try and fit the lip balm in. But I think I've made it work. And I ended up just making it the same size. But anyway. I think I've got just enough time to make my sister this scrappy bug. And I'm so excited. I've not done like a all black, grey kind of moody bug yet. Let's go and pick out some textiles to cover the bug. I know for a fact I have way too many textiles here. I just like to have a lot of choice. So I've got all the trimmings, like this gorgeous black scalloped trimming. I've got mesh. I found this crochet lace that I dyed a year, 2 years ago maybe. So those are going to be the wings. I might try and push her colour horizon by adding a smidgy bit of this purple green. I do know for a fact she loves purple. That would probably be her second favourite colour, or third, probably black, black, then purple. But I think that with some green eyes, I think she'll really like that. And I have got like some other little bits of colours that could sort of go in there. But yeah, it's one of my favourite things to make, so I'm just going to have a lot of fun, and I know she'll love it either way. my sewing machines on to do tea towel orders. So I'm hoping in the next hour or so I can get my sister's Christmas present finished. We'll see. How cute is this little, little cat charm? Oh, do a little outfit check. Vinted bloomers by me, using my pattern, and I've got a hack for that. I will put the brands of these two small businesses. And the hair, we're going for a more textured thing, I think. I don't know. This is where we got up to yesterday. I'm going to try and get the legs finished, the wings finished, and ideally all attached on. Let's go. As we're here, I should probably mention that I've posted my last Christmas shipping dates. So for anything that's obviously ready-made or sort of made to order in the sense of like beetle kits and things like that, not like made to order garments because there just won't be enough time now for things to arrive before Christmas. Plus I don't really want to send stuff during the Christmas period when I don't have to, because it's the busiest time for Royal Mail, and every year something goes wrong. Something goes missing, or it's been delivered to the wrong house. So I'd rather not have that stress this year. I think for international, the last posting date is the 9th of December. So tea towel kits, beetle kits, if you want it guaranteed to arrive for Christmas, in case you're going to gift it to someone, then the 9th is the last day, which is actually next Tuesday. Well, when this goes out, 2 more days, Tuesday. For the UK, in order for it to arrive in time for Christmas, doing 48-hour, delivery service, the 17th. And again, same thing. So beetle kits, tea towel kits, any ready-made. I'm hoping to have a last minute bag, scrappy patch bag drop, because I've, in my free time when I've been procrastinating, I've been making up little panels for the bags. So I thought maybe this weekend I could try and get some bags done, ready for possibly Tuesday. Yeah, I feel like Christmas has just come around so quickly. Like where has the year gone? She's done! She turned out a lot bigger than I expected, which I know sounds mad because I've been making bugs for months and months now. But yeah, because of the legs and the wings, look how big, it's bigger than my head. I think she's going to love this. And I'm also thinking of maybe putting like a little note in the back here to say Merry Christmas, love you kind of thing. But I think she will love this. I ended up using just the eyes. I did try and put some ribbon there and try to sew it, but I thought it looked really weird. Like it just looked almost cartoonish, which I didn't want it to. I wanted it to look creepy. Ah, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I am so chuffed. I've managed to do my little lip balm cases, and now I've done the beetle goth. So I've only really got to do about 3 to 4 more sort of presents, and I think I can do that. I feel like the bug was probably the hardest one, so I'm so happy. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you do make any lip balm things or any beetles, because you know I love to see it. Thank thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. How the hell am I going to pack this?